Hi guys, this is Ian McDonald, and today I wanted to demo a lead magnet app that I'm building for a client's therapeutic practice. What this app does is it takes the user through a series of questions, then at the end analyzes their answers and pairs them with a therapist from this practice that it deems best suited to them. It also gives them a report and goals and objectives that this user could expect to work through if they follow through and scheduled an appointment with this therapeutic practice. I build these apps for small businesses and individuals, and I just wanted to demonstrate sort of the process that I go through to create these. I'm using Claude to create the front end, using ChatGPT to write the code in between, doing the API calls and processing the information, and want to show you also sort of what that looks like as far as the GPT assistants that I build out and the text-to-speech that I'm using. So let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and demo this app real quick.
What motivated you to seek therapy at this point in your life?
I have a severe phobia of water.
What are your goals or hopes for therapy?
I'd like to get over my fear of water. We have a therapist that the AI agent deemed the best fit for us. Here is the reason why this therapist was chosen. We have a profile of the therapist, then a summary of our answers. We have objectives that the user can start to work on while they're waiting to see their therapist for the first time. And then down here with the long-term goals, this is what the user can expect to work on while in therapy. Show you this is Replit. Replit is where all of the code is hosted that I've gotten from. Nope. So I'll show you sort of my process with Claude and how I got the design for the component. This is our first iteration of it. I asked it to give me a component for an app that I'm building where the user would click a microphone button and it would record audio and display questions throughout and then take them through those series of questions and record their audio. Continuing to tweak the prompting, I ended up with this, and I was starting to get closer to what the client was looking for, where now I could press the button and there was an animation and the button's color changed and questions iterated through. And continuing to prompt and tweak, I got what is shown in the demo. It matches the client's website and has a bit more features to it. And then here, I prompted Claude to give me the therapist recommendation page. I asked it to give me a card with the therapist profile, and then here is where the GPT would explain to the user why this was the therapist that was chosen for them, and then clicking into this button, it gives us more information on the therapist, and this is all just prompting, telling it that this is what I want, and it gives you a version, and then it gives you another version, and it gives you another version until you finally get what you want. And then I asked Claude to break the code up for this into a CSS file and a TSX file, which is TypeScript, and I took those codes and copied them and pasted them into Replit. So this is where the TSX file was for the questioning component. It's basically like all the text questions are in here, all of the logic for recording the user's voice and sending the audio back from the text-to-speech OpenAI agent. And then the CSS file would go in here, and this is how the app gets its style. Same thing for the therapist match page and the style for that page. I know that this code, for me, looks pretty daunting, but it's very simple. I just continued to ask for what I wanted, and I would tell the GPT that, hey, this isn't working, what do I do? Or Replit also has AI built in, so if an error popped up, I could chat with the AI agent within Replit that had full access to the code and get answers to my questions. Um, let's see. This is where I built the assistants out. You can come in here and prompt, like, okay, the long-term goals section, this is where I told it what I wanted. And then I told it how to format the output. I also added profiles for the different therapists that would be queried against to give the user the right therapist that they're looking for. And yeah, I used OpenAI's text-to-speech agent. It's the same agent if you've ever messed around in the app. The voice is there. It's the same voice that is within this app. So that's really it. I guess you get an API key, and in Replit, you have to plug those in. You plug them into the secrets tab. I started out using Eleven Labs and found that it was pretty pricey, so I ended up just going with OpenAI, and it's worked very well. And this is just a high-level overview of what I do, how I build these apps, and this took me about 3 days to get up and running. On the first day, I did have like a working version, but um, still wasn't where I wanted it to be. And yeah, that's the overview. I just want to thank you if you stuck around and watched all of this. Again, this is just a high-level overview, and I know for me that it was really daunting and scary whenever I started exploring code and I got frustrated and I hit many roadblocks. But it really is all just getting easier and easier with these new LLMs that come out, and I'm sure in the next month or the next 3 months or definitely in the next year, like, this whole landscape is going to make making things like this for people much more accessible. So I really enjoy making these. It's really fun for me. And I also enjoy sharing and teaching people because I've been doing this for 9 months now, and I've learned so much, and I've watched videos like this to help me progress and give me the confidence to know that I can do this. So that's my message to share with you, is you can do this. There's so many resources out there for you to explore, and I'm more than willing to make more videos like this or get more granular and break down different processes. And if that's something you're interested in, please leave a comment and let me know. And I will see you in the next video and in the next project. Thanks, I'm Ian McDonald, and talk to you later.